Here's how I made these hot air balloons out of wafer paper and gum paste. I used this Wilton gum paste in white and dyed it brown using Chef Master's Buckeye Brown. And this is the wafer paper that I got off Amazon. The wafer paper does have two different sides to it, something to keep in mind when you're folding it for any sort of use like we will today. The rough side needs to be on the inside of your fold, otherwise it will crack if you fold it outward. I just eyeballed a teardrop shape here to make the hot air balloons. You can look up an image if you're not too sure about the shape on Google or something and just trace it off of your phone. That also works really well. Same thing for the basket that we'll make later. Once you've got that little piece cut out, use up that wafer paper to the fullest. That stuff is not cheap. Get as many squares out of it as you can. Once you've got your squares cut out, you'll use that first little template to cut out the rest of your pieces. Only use about 3 or 4 of those pieces at a time. If you pile on too many and try to cut them all at once, they will crack. And now with the rough side on the inside, you'll fold all of those circles in half. You can leave one flat as your base. This will attach to the cake. Once all of them are folded, you're going to put a very slight bit of water down the center of that balloon to make a line, and you'll attach all of the pieces right down that line. You don't want to cover the whole thing. It won't fan out if you do that. Also, the paper will start to dissolve very easily if you put too much water on it. Once they're all piled, you can fold it in and make this nice little fanned out hot air balloon. Now to make the base, the basket, I used gum paste here. You can use fondant. I used gum paste because the cake that I made, I had a hot air balloon on top that I wanted to look a little more 3D and stand up on its own. And gum paste just dries a little stiffer, whereas fondant sometimes can fall over if it's too thin. So I used gum paste, but you can use either. When you get these little lines embossed in, you'll give it that weave look. And there you have it. You'll just attach that with some water to your cake and a little water to the back of the balloon.